The first scream wasn't human. It tore through the humid countryside at 2:17 a.m., a wet, choking howl that didn't belong to anything Don Hernández had ever heard on his farm. He sat upright, heart hammering. Then came the goats shrieking, panicked, thrashing. Goats don't scream like that unless they've seen something they wish they hadn't. Don grabbed his lantern and stepped outside. The night felt wrong. The air was thick, heavy, almost oily. As he walked toward the pen, the ground trembled with the terror of his animals. Then, just as he reached the gate, the screaming stopped. The silence that followed was so sudden, so absolute, it felt alive. He lifted the lantern. Every goat lay sprawled in twisted, unnatural positions. But there was no blood, not a drop, just 2 perfect puncture wounds on each neck. Clean, precise, surgical. Behind him, the brush shifted. Something exhaled onto the back of his neck. He turned. The lantern caught it. A creature with skin like wet scales, long limbs bent backward, and eyes glowing a sickly, unnatural red. Whatever visited their farm wasn't finished. 2 nights later, the Lopez family, who lived nearly a mile away, reported their dogs refusing to go outside. Not barking, not growling, just trembling, staring at the tree line as if something stood there watching. At dawn, the Lopezes found 3 chickens laid out in a perfect line behind the coop. No blood, no tracks, just the same twin puncture marks, clean and deliberate. A week after that, a rancher on the far edge of the village claimed he saw something moving across his field, fast, low to the ground, almost gliding. When he shined his flashlight, the creature didn't run. It stood up, its spine unfolded like a ladder. Its eyes reflected the light with a dull, predatory red, and then it vanished in a blur, leaving behind a trail of dead grass that looked scorched. But the final sighting was the one no one talks about openly. A group of teenagers walking home from a festival swore they saw a figure crouched on the roof of the abandoned schoolhouse. Long limbs, scaled skin, head tilted, watching them. One of the teens said it didn't move like an animal, it moved like it was thinking. And when they ran, they heard it leap not onto the ground, but onto another rooftop, the impact shaking dust loose from the old tiles. By the end of the month, half the village had boarded their windows, livestock disappeared, pets vanished, and every few nights someone would wake to the sound of slow, deliberate breathing just outside their door. The night drainer wasn't hunting for food anymore. It was hunting for something else. Something that still hasn't been found. If you like these stories, please like and subscribe for more.